Next, we are going to be watching Baldur's Gate 3 review. I Cast Bullet by Maxor. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the doodly-doo. This was recorded live at twitch.tv/LuminusRed. Head on over here, drop a follow, hang out. I know you'd have a lot of fun over here, whether you're lurking or chatting. Either way, I would appreciate you dearly and be so honored by your presence. In the meantime, I love Baldur's Gate 3. I love D&D. I want to see this. I love Maxor's videos. Let us do this. We are going to have fun. Let's do this thing.
This video is going to spoil the entire game. Baldur's Gate 3 is possibly the funniest game ever made, and I do not think it actually intends to be, because it's actually trying to be really gay, taking place in a fantasy...
Based. Okay, so I'm already like, okay, so it's already, like, hearing this, I'm just thinking, like, okay, it's funny despite not trying to be, and it's very gay. Sounds like me. Sounds like me. Am I the Baldur's Gate 3 of VTubing? Am I the Baldur's Gate 3 of VTubing? I just try to be very gay and I end up being funny. I found it! This is me. This is me. I see myself.
Are able to play on the same day. This game faithfully and hilariously recreates the D&D experience, all the way down to watching your friends.
Oh, Cordelia, I do love Karlach. I do love Karlach. She could crush me with any part of her body, including her horns. Oh my god.
Paint the entire ground of their camp with your combustible blood, which, turns out, can act as the fuse for a bomb. And that is just the beginning of the absolute insanity that this game has to offer. Because in the world of Baldur's Gate,
the real Baldur's Gate 3 was the VTubers that gayed along the way. Sorry, I had to pause to read that out. That is too amazing of a comment. Oh my gosh, Pony. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, back to...
Everything is possible, and everything is determined via dice roll. And yes, that does determine whether or not you're going to be transformed into cats 4 times before the building explodes. Oh. I think this is the best game ever made, and I'm not even exaggerating. But before beginning our amazing adventures, we have to choose our characters very carefully. We've got Asterion, the Dark Urge, Squid Game Huggy Wuggy.
What?
All the customization you can think of for my human male fighter. But today, we're going to be playing as Riz King, a they-them wild magic sorcerer with absolutely unnatural charisma.
Maxor, you can't go and freaking fake me out right there. Like, you can't just be like, you zoom in on Karlach as you're about to say, like, as we're playing, and then you just fake me out here. I was so excited. We were just gonna be staring at Karlach's amazing, beautiful crimson muscles and drooling over them for 21 minutes of your video, and however long I gave this out, it would probably be like 5 billion hours if it was Karlach on screen every moment of the screen of the time of the... You get it. You can't fake me out, and now we have this pompadour-wearing mother flupper. What the heck?
Charisma is so powerful that I convinced a boss to kill his minions, to kill his dog, to kill himself. Then convinced him to join me against the forces of Satan 30 hours after I sent him to hell. Coincidentally, Riz King is not a smart man. My playthrough was classified as morally ambiguous because I usually did the right thing very badly. You're probably wondering right about now, Maxor, why are you speaking to a sentient rat in hell? That is a good question with a very bad answer. I thought it would be really funny to sell my soul to Lucifer and then break into his house, kill his incubus that he uses to have sex with himself, steal my soul back.
I'm like, wait, I thought they said succubus, and I was like, no! And I'm like, wait, but if it's an incubus, then, like, that makes Lucifer gay, and I'm really happy for him. But I was just like, I was backing off of it, because I'm like, well, it's not a succubus, so it doesn't bother me as much. But I'm like, wait, no, why is that my line? I don't like this about myself. And then I got kind of stuck halfway, no! You know? Yeah, this seems like D&D sentient rat hell. Yeah. Remy, what did you do? Yeah, apparently taking control of someone and faking that you're cooking food for a long time, no matter what you do in your life, is hell-worthy. They didn't tell you that, but apparently controlling someone with or against their will by pulling their hair is a specific sin. It's actually the 8th deadly sin. Pulling someone's hair to puppeteer them with or without consent counts as an 8th deadly sin. It's called ratting. It didn't have a name before, but now it's called ratting. So ratting is now a sin, and Remy was the first to go to hell for it. Yeah, I can't wait to see Cottontail's ratting model, because she does the 7 deadly sins. Now there's 8, so she has to do a rat model, because I said so. That's how the rules work. That's how the rules work. Yeah.
Along with everything worth money, which is the real reason that I'm here. Make a break for it just in time to get caught and be forced to kill Satan.
I'm ratting you out.
Who, by the way, has 666 HP and sings about how he's going to kill you like a Disney villain. Was this the ethical course of action?
Nah.
Maybe, but in retrospect, I did not think I would get caught.
I love all the JoJo's references he makes. Like freaking Maxor with his JoJo references. I'm just like, I understood that one. Just every single time, the clown makeup was still felt JoJo's code. Like, wait. Let me go back here.
Ethical course of action. Maybe.
This is still, JoJo's is so insane that this being a character in JoJo's, I mean, I already got the Pompadour going. This just looks like a mix between Giorno and Giovanna. Giorno and, crap, what's part 4? Unbreakable Diamond. Jornathan? Yeah, Jornathan and Giorno. It's a combination of those two. Yeah, Jornathan. Yeah, Jonathan. But the clown makeup, just like fusing together. Their stand is the makeup. When I know it's Josuke, but I was like, Jornathan was better. But imagine someone whose stand was clown makeup. They summon it and they just have instant clown makeup. It does things, but like whenever it appears, it's actually visible to everyone in its clown makeup. They just go, clown makeup. Oh my gosh, that'd be insane. And it's like a self-afflicting type where like increases your physical strength. Clowns, hi lollipop. Yeah, your stand would be clown makeup, and then it would give you super strength, and it would be insane, and you'd just be like bench pressing trucks. Oh, thank you for Outer Puppet for the subscription. What is it, Robot Lady?
Outer Puppet just resubscribed for 3 months. I have arrived, and it does not feel like I've been here for 3 months.
Aww. Vivi, Outer Puppet Mrs. Vivi, I'm really glad that you think that things have been going so well and so fast. I'm really glad that you're here now, though. I'm really glad that you are. It means the world to me. Any of you join. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to have all of you in here, individuals and entirety. I'm just so honored, and you on YouTube too. I'm so honored by every view, every viewer, every chat. It just makes me so happy that you'd spend a moment with me. And I hope that I can make you smile at least once a day, maybe more. I'm hoping for more, but I just feel honored to be here. Thank you so much. Oh, lollipop!
Boobs.
Lollipop just resubscribed for 6 months. Boobs.
What the heck? Lollipop! Boobs. That's my friend Lollipop. She's a lovely VTuber. If you're on YouTube, go find Lollipop VT. If I remember, I will put her in the description. Lollipop, if I forget that, or comments if I forget to do that, can you tell me and I'll go put her in the description, or add her yourself. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then boobs. I mean, boobs are the most wholesome thing. Anyways, let's get back to the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, i.e. Maxor. Maxor is the protagonist of part 12. You just don't know yet.
In retrospect, I did not think I would get caught. So, on top of his immaculate riz and dubious ethical success, the most important detail of Underdark Riz King is that he is a wild magic sorcerer, which is definitely a class to choose. Imagine for a moment that you and your 20 allies are trying to push past a narrow corridor when me and the fellas cast a swarm of bees, black tentacles, and a doopy fart cloud, which kills your entire team before you are able to see anything. I call this strategy the fucked up hentai. Now, if that...
Listen, I'm very lonely. I would imbibe that hentai. I would watch that. I would go into it. I'm sorry. I have no girlfriend. I have never held hands. I'm running out of stuff. I've seen 99% of what's on the internet already, and y'all aren't making new stuff fast enough for me. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I may not like it, but I'll watch it. How many cars on the moon can he beat, though? Ooh, 25. Lumi is a chatter, just like the rest of us. Lumi, no! Ma'am! Hand-holding, trying to get us banned. No hand-holding on Twitch. I would never do something so lewd on stream.
That was
no!
to hypothetically happen, you would theoretically accuse me of a lot
Zoe,
of bullshit.
get through
to
pen.
which
You
I
got
would
this.
respond with, yes, officer. I
got this,
did
Zoe.
just disintegrate that child.
Welcome in,
and
Zoe.
what's more, I have committed crimes you can't even charge me for. Say hello to the spell Feign Death. which
Feign
works by
death.
placing your allies into a coma. This, I would argue, is not a very useful spell. But if I were to say, give all my money away to a lucky merchant, then he would trust me enough to initiate nap time. And after carefully concealing my presence in a conspicuous dark blob, I will be able to steal my money back plus interest. And what's more,
Mr.
I get a
Krabs,
fucking
no.
discount next time I show up.
Mr. Krabs, are you ready for being in this video, Mr. Krabs? Mr. Krabs, are you ready? Mr. Krabs, are you ready? I don't have a SpongeBob accent. I can't do a SpongeBob voice off the crack. But yeah, what the heck? Oh my gosh, Miss Lumi, we all know the types of material you surely haven't seen. Straight stag. Okay, especially for like hentai, they focus on the girls and the girls having fun. And then, like, there just happens to technically be a guy in the scene, and, like, you're not really paying attention on him or hearing him. It works for me. It works for me. It's basically just girl plus toy in the shape of a human. You get it? I can enjoy it. I'm lonely. Men are boring, agreed? I mean, in some senses, but not all of them, and not all of them. I don't know. I'm not attracted to them, but I'm not going to say they're boring. Art thou being a D&D player now, Mr. Krabs? There are dudes in hentai. See, you don't always notice it. Sometimes they're just like so off frame. It's just the girl, and you're like, this could be a thing. This could just be something attached to the wall, or like a machine, and it would be the exact same thing going on here. And the girl seems having a good time, so it's fun. This is not what I was expecting to be talking about today. SpongeBob, Sponge Boy, me Bob. We're going down to steal everything, and it isn't bolted down. So take the crowbar and put it back into it. I don't have Mr. Krabs either. I need to figure out Squidward. I'm Squidward. Learning with me. I don't know. I can do almost. That's kind of. I don't know. I need to learn what I'm doing. Learning with Lumi. I've imbibed most of the corn on the internet. Except for the really messed up stuff. Then I don't do those. Those stuff, if it's like illegally bad and creepy, then I'm like, nah. Anyways, I keep wanting to fidget with the snitches in my mouth, with the tongue. Oh, I know that feeling, Zoe. I'm so sorry. You get through this, though. Let's go back into this. I want to watch more after.
Is combat requiring just a little too much thought? Are you perhaps getting tired of taking any damage?
Yeah!
Then, my friend, look no further than the Globe of Invulnerability, which does exactly what you think it does.
It does?
Too well. The only caveat being that the invulnerability happens to work on enemies, and they tend to see invulnerability as an advantage. Meaning, literally every fight that I use it in devolves into the funny friendship circle. Say, for instance, that you were an enemy whose entire purpose is to explode yourself. If you happen to wander into the Orb of Comedy, you would be forced to unsuccessfully activate your bomb vest 20 times in a row, hoping and praying for a death that I cannot provide you. Honestly, if you're creative enough, you don't even have to play most combat encounters. I once fought.
Oh, that's painfully sad. And oh my gosh, this guy has this messed up face. Oh my gosh, just like freaking blowing yourself up over and over again with all of your enemies right next to you, but you're all invulnerable. That's some type of a mood. It's a mood, all right. I hate it. Not when I activate Orb of Life Confusion. No, Pony, no. I don't remember D&D being so nuclear.
Boss that began every fight by instantly killing me.
Nuclear.
Now, most normal people in this situation would reload the game, try some other quests, literally anything that uses your brain. But I am not normal people. I'm autistic. How else do you think this video gets made? The neurotypicals couldn't do this shit.
Yeah,
so instead,
no. I'm not autistic. But I've basically Voltroned myself to being autistic through other neurodivergencies. I am the autistic Voltron. That is not an inaccurate way of putting it. I am literally diagnosed of having, I think, 99% of the symptoms of autism, but I don't have autism because I'm missing some of like the key building blocks. And also I have so many other things that have comorbid, like similar symptoms, and they're all existing and overlapping. So then I basically just made my own autism out of nothing. I guess I was feeling left out. I'm like, wait, I've got everything but autism? Well, I want to make sure I have autism too, so I'm going to make something approximating it. It's not going to be exactly the same, but, you know, close enough. Died autism, exactly. That's quite a comment, a comment, Lumi. It is. It really is. Build your neurodivergencies. It's like Build-A-Bear, but like with ADHD and autism. Love it.
We are going to cleverly sneak up on him with my entire party, then cast Fear on him, forcing the men to flee while me and the fellows beat him to death with hammers. Another time, I was stuck in a difficult combat encounter with a invincible doom spider, at which point I transformed him into a more reasonable animal and forgot about him for the rest of the fight. Of course, magic doesn't always have to be used for combat or stealing. Sometimes it can be used for productive things, like remote detonation. Imagine for a moment that you were tasked with solving a murder because the elephant police are being racist. Not against non-elephants, mind you. Just immigrants. My guy is a reactionary ranch soda. You would be able to quickly resolve this situation by performing necromancy and asking the murder victim who killed them. Alternatively, if I wanted to, say, kill everyone in the Goblin Camp without conventional methods, I can simply cast Speak with Animals and gently convince the local spiders to begin an arachnid race war. In fact, you can use this on any animal in the game, including threatening rats into revealing their cheese location, or the cat that narrates like a noir detective. Although I do think it is.
That reminds me of the freaking whenever they talk to like cats and stuff like that or rats in freaking fantasy novels, it reminds me of the Terry Pratchett. I can't remember. It's a book. It's a book about a cat who convinces rats to like take over a city, kind of thing. I cast bomb spooter. I love Terry Pratchett though. If you know Discworld, Terry Pratchett, it's such a good vibe. It's very D&D coded. It does feel like it feels like an active game of D&D, but the main character isn't like even part of the story. Not even a side character. They're out somewhere else in the world. A cat or Frosty. Ooh, Frosty. But like honestly, read Terry Pratchett in Discworld. It has so many of the same vibes of D&D. If you love D&D, if you love Baldur's Gate 3, Terry Pratchett's a good time. You'll have a lot of fun. It's really funny. There's also some of them made into movies. My favorite Terry Pratchett character is Moist von Lipwig. Moist von Lipwig. Moist von Lipwig is his actual name. That's a character. He invents the postal system in that world. Moist von Lipwig. He also invents like trains. I don't know, something like that. I forget what the other parts of the book, but yes, his name is Moist von Lipwig. Moist. His first name is Moist. Yep, his first name is Moist. His parents hated him. Oh.
Very strange that I don't have to cast it before speaking to gnomes. But honestly, out of all the magical items you can obtain in this game, my favorite was definitely the Gamer Sups energy drinks, because it gives my character enough energy to leap 50 feet through the air and take extra actions per turn. It gets mailed to you as this cool alchemy powder so you can save on gold and craft it into useful consumables. Gamer Sups has all kinds of cool spells like Grandpa's Ashes, Guacamole Gamer Part 9000, and my personal favorite, Lean. These are actual flavor names. I
keep forgetting that there's a Joy of Biden flavor. I keep forgetting that there's a freaking Gamer Subs flavor with that guy's face on it, and I keep seeing it. I'm like, did Maxor edit that in to be a joke? I'm seeing you, Maxor. And then I'm like, oh wait, no, Maxor is extremely funny, but he didn't have to make this joke. It was made for him. Not anymore. Well, 4 months ago there was. Or whatever. I don't remember when this video came out.
Guys, an official Maxor cup. This is not the official Maxor cup. I would put boobs on it. But if you want other cups...
Base Maxor. I too, when I finally have my own waifu cup, it will be with oodles of boobles. It will just be a boob cocornia cape. It will just be all of the boobs all around it. You're just gonna look at it and you're just like, well, this doesn't look like boobs. I'm like, that's because there's so many boobs you can't even see the boobs. It's a blank cup, but it's full of boobs. When I get a cup, just assume all of the blank space is boobs. Just so many boobs you can't see it. It's like so many pixels of boobs that it's actually atomic. Each atom of the cup that isn't covered by any ink is boobs. Got it? Boobs. I got one with cat ears on it. I want one of those too. Ooh, do you think that they make one with flames on top? Like a little fire, a little flamey thing, and it's a straw? A little fire straw part? Yeah, that would be so cool. It's like a little like sippy cup thing, and it's like a fire. Because it's a baby cup. Because I'm an infant. Because I'm talking about boobs. So many boobs you can't even see past the boobs. The atom boob. I remember what cup size is an atom? Is that like, what's below A? If you're going backwards in the alphabet through A, do you go through like negative A, negative B, negative C? Funnily enough, I was there. It was the Asmo cup that had the cat ears. Interesting. You could probably convince them. Negative A problem, because it's an atom. It's a negative A. Negative A cup. I love that.
With boobs on them. You can find the shop for them here in Description Alley, right next to the subscribe store. And use code MAXOR for 10% off all spells.
Oh,
I am not responsible for what comes after.
Use it. Give the man money.
See, that's what he's talking about.
Use code MAXOR and give the man money. I'm threatening you with boobs. Wait, no, that's a positive thing. I'm threatening you with no boobs. If you don't want there to be any boobs in this world anymore, maybe don't use the code. But if you want boobs to keep existing, even for other people, even if you don't want them, better use it. Better give the man money. Ah.
Spread your ass open.
But I want a boobie.
You can do the rump shake.
Then have the boobie.
Car kicks ass, and I can watch Madagascar while I'm driving.
Jesus fucking Christ. Just saw.
American squirrel. What the heck? All sizes are good. I agree. Akiman, it doesn't matter the size. All sizes are good and deserve to be on my face. Next.
Wizarding duel outside Walgreens. One wizard cast a bullet at the other and stole his magical herbs. Turns out Gale wasn't actually a crip. Or maybe now he is. Wizarding life truly is amazing out here in Pennsylvania. Because when you join the Wild Magic Gang, you aren't just making a character.
Okay.
You're making a mistake. Wild magic sorcerers have a random chance to select an effect from a list of 100. As long as you install the mod that adds 80. Every spell my character cast was a guarantee that something will happen, and whether or not I wanted that to happen is a different story entirely. Consider
Agreed,
the
DM.
scenario that you and your...
Agreed. That's why I think mine are the best, DM. They're right there. No one can stop me. Except for the government. Freaking government trying to keep me from grabbing my chest whenever I want. I'm gonna burn the government to the ground because they're trying to stop me from having my titty time. I sometimes realize what I'm saying as I'm saying them, and then I can't decide if I'm like, oh, no, you're funny, you're good, you're based, this is good, or you should go to more therapy. Maybe the answer is both. Government sanctioned boobs is so wrong to overthrow the government for boobs. That's what I'm saying. This is my political party. This is my new campaign. I'm gonna run on the platform of boobs, which is very soft and very good on the feet. Honestly, it hurts the person, but it's a good platform to stand on.
Heroic party are desperately trying to
This is a
escape
weird
an
day.
underwater
I'm in a
prison.
weird mood today.
And no, this time it wasn't for bestiality. It was for hate crimes. You have 5 turns to escape before your character reenacts the Titanic. This is when you make the critical mistake of casting a spell, which triggers the random effect of lock all doors, magically transforming this exploding prison into an exploding coffin. That is a reload. Or how about the time that I was tasked with holding onto a torch under penalty of death, whereupon the game decided that it would be really funny if I was banished to another dimension, because it would be even funnier if I happened to reload the game and immediately get petrified. Okay, look, I am exaggerating a little bit here. After all, the chances of you transforming into an ovine on your 3rd try would be pretty low. Of course, wild magic doesn't always have to ruin the game. Sometimes it can do really helpful things, like permanently inflict my character with the clown curse, which is, by every metric, an objective upgrade. I had an emotional cutscene after I got this, and I'm sure it made everyone feel better. Here we have to fight with the giant robot, where I accidentally transformed myself into a cheese.
Oh no, poor Karlak. Wait, the cheese wheel! Wild magic shards, you're polymorphed into a wheel of cheese. You revert to your original form after 1 minute, or reduced to 0 hit points. I, for one, support our new cheese overlords. All hail Queen Cheese Wheel. Ah! Miss Lumi, free the Booba campaign. Let's the chesticles breathe. Oh my gosh, yes. Skyrim. It does feel like Skyrim. It's the ADHD on steroids, and I need more. Me too. Me too.
This gives us all kinds of new abilities, like cheesy smell, which would be really good if the robots could smell. Now, due to the obvious limitations of my class, Baldur
cheese looks like
provides a
Pac-Man.
myriad of options for customization, leveling, and companions, who, by the way, can be respected into any other class, making strategies like the 4-man gambling squad and Jurassic Park completely possible, but not exactly viable.
When did did Karlak get turned into a freaking dinosaur? Why am I still attracted to Karlak if she's a dinosaur? She looks the same as everyone else, and yet I'm still attracted to Karlak implicitly, because I just know she's got those Karlak vibes. Oh, hi, Cyclops. I'm gonna sneeze. I think. Huh? Ah! That blew my eyeballs out of my skull, and then I sucked them back in like spaghetti. Let's go.
Personally, I find it completely bullshit that I do not get an intimidation bonus for walking into the bank with 3 fucking velociraptors. Like, do you see this very often? So, to get at the true heart of the Baldur's Gate 3 experience, we have to make some friends, and eventually have sex with most of them. Honestly, it's a...
Say less. Velociclad.
Pretty easy to forget that this game has combat. Personally, though, I didn't get with any of them. Mostly because I can't show it, but also because I was interested in a more acquired taste. That's right, baby. Gay sex with Squidward. I always dreamed of touching those Squidward tentacles as I played his clarinet. Also, if you don't have sex with anyone human, the camp skeleton just insults you for having no bitches.
And thus thou art alone.
Shadowheart, more affectionately referred to as Shart, is a cleric of Char that I spent the entire game gaslighting into a religious fundamentalist. Then, as soon as that became slightly inconvenient, beat her to death with my entire party so badly that I could not revive the body for round 2. Now, Shadowheart could have survived if I actually trusted her, but unfortunately, she is a white woman. And I don't trust those. Gale is an aggressive...
Don't tell Maxor that I'm white. Maybe I'm off-white? Maybe I'm painfully white. Is that different? Do you trust painfully white women or off-white women or Canadian women? I don't know. That's a generalizing term. That could be that's a whole bunch of people. I know I'm not trustworthy. I know that I'm duplicitous and two-faced and murderous and filled to the brim with cheese. That's for a different reason. I was having fun earlier. But now we're having a weird conversation, and I don't know how to end this. Where's the punchline? You tell me. Insert your own punchline here. Now laugh. Laugh, you fools.
Bisexual wizard with a nuclear bomb inside of his chest. And, it wants me to feed it boots. Now, Gale claims this is because of his relationship with an actual goddess, but I don't believe him. Not because that's completely insane, but because I've seen how Gale behaves around me.
Incredibly gay sex.
This motherfucker is gay. And since I've covered all this game's wacky and funny spells, I decided that I was going to respec Gale into a barbarian and give him a gun. This wizard may be out of spells, but he is not out of shells. Will is a daring and noble warlock who is constantly told what to do and treated like a dog by a demon girl.
Oh my god.
So I don't understand why he doesn't enjoy that. This game's writing is unrealistic. Lae'zel is a Githyanki fighter who, within 3 seconds of speaking to her, made me decide that yes, I am going to do a racist character today. And over the course of our adventure, Lae'zel surprised and shocked me by never failing to prove my racism correct. Astarion is a... Sorry, I forgot I installed that mod. Astarion is a devilishly handsome rogue that specializes in giving enemies the devious backshots. This is mostly because Astarion happens to be
I feel like that mod's how most women see Astarion. Based on how I was seeing other women react to Astarion, I'm pretty sure that's just default like women attracted to men view. Because like the. Maybe I'll finish Baldur's Gate one of these days. Me too. I didn't actually get through all of it either. I got distracted. Hey DM, do you want to do a campaign together? That might be more fun if we do it together opposed to on our own. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. Maybe we could pull into some random VTubers and see if that'd be fun too. That could be a fun thing. The mod is when I see Shadowheart. Lumi. Yo, Lumi, I just got home from school. How's it going? How did you get Kiki? I kept getting deleted by shit RNG. Oh no, me too. My RNG sucks. We'll have it, but we can feel bad about it together. I got to play with a friend and we never got out of chapter 1. This might not be a good idea, but we'll see.
Literal vampire, which becomes relevant when I sacrifice 7,000 children to him to create the ultimate life form. I promise the scene isn't gay. Unfortunately, this did basically nothing, as Astarion proceeded to walk down the hall and get his ass beat to death with hammers, because out of all
she does have a delivery service, you're right.
could have given us, Astarion had graciously received the power to continue being useless. Though, to be fair to Astarion, no ultimate vampire twink is going to kill 5 full-blood Texans on their 5th Modelo. And Karlach is a very hot barbarian that I use throughout the game. as a punching bag.
No.
One time, Karlach got so mad that she randomly destroyed every box in a 10-meter radius, repeatedly setting the entire party on fire until we fucking died. It was at this moment I decided that Karlach was going to be the one to disarm every trap in the game. Make sure to grab the treasures, Karlach. With our powers combined, we are the world's shittiest polycule.
The world's shittiest polycule. Karlach's best girl. Karlach's best girl. DM. I literally like if you're not in YouTube, Turbo Toaster's DM. I literally died in a cutscene in the campfire the first time because Lae'zel decided to sit on my throat, slit my throat, not sit on my throat. I think I would be worthy. I'd be willing to die to the sitting, not the slitting. I also failed a DC 2 check on because to rescue Shadowheart. No! No! Oh my gosh.
We're having so much fun without Shadowheart. So, as the world's shittiest polycule, it naturally falls to us to combat the forces of Big Straight and stop this wayward ethno-state. Mostly by accident, because if there's one thing that motivates me more than protecting my potential investments, it is stealing from them. Yes, sir, it is certainly bad if the only bank in the city gets robbed. But don't worry, I've conducted a thorough investigation in my camp. And I have found no evidence of wrongdoing. Quests in Baldur's Gate 3 are, for lack of a better term, fucking insane. Both in their scope and in content. With multiple contingencies for failure, partial success, or the classic unrestricted Japanese war crimes. Truly, the sky is the limit in Baldur's Gate. And the only thing preventing you from achieving your dreams are the consequences of your actions.
Okay, Maxor's editing style always just like I feel like my eyes start to hurt at a certain point where I'm just like, this is so much fun. I can't look away, but I feel like I'm forgetting to blink because I don't want to miss a second of this. It's so freaking good. I love how punchy. It's so ADHD coded. My ADHD brain is just being based in good juices by this. I feel like I'm a well-cooked turkey after watching this. Overstimulating editing, basically. Exactly. Calling the Lumi kettle purple. I can't do it on cue. If it happens when I'm laughing without me controlling it. It just happens. Once it's started, I can continue doing it, but I can't just automatically go into the Lumi kettle. It was honestly insulting. She just lives and you find her on the beach where she hits you with a, at least you tried. Come on! It is insulting, DM. You're right.
For instance, you were to ride the calamari carousel, a future character will roast you for your crimes against God in front of your friends. Your choices matter in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, they do.
One time, I decided to visit the circus so I could piss off the local genie so badly that he sends me to Jurassic Park. But that's not important right now. Exploring the non-insane part of the circus, we find ourselves enraptured by the performance of Dribbles the Clown.
Dribbles the
only
Clown!
Problem being that while investigating a series of murders by shapeshifters, I had already met Dribbles the Clown, and I was carrying his severed torso in my inventory. Safekeeping. So, despite knowing the identity of my gang,
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, at some point, you're like, you just need a snack. I always carry a couple torsos around when I need a snack too. It's so good. I had some Saber-inspired dice commissioned from Sayu's spouse, Hayden, and they're almost done. Oh, amazing! Logan, that's gonna be amazing. Send pictures once they're done. Freaking Hayden's awesome. They're totally based and great. I love them. I love when they and Sayu hang out on stream. It's so good. Lolly's live. She should be here. She should cancel her stream and watch with me. Me! I just remembered the JoJo part 7 episode. That doesn't narrow it down. Wait, the clown one. Wait, is there a clown one? Part 7. What?
Stalkers, I decided to send Astarion to the stage anyways, mainly because I thought it would be funny. And I was not disappointed. This guy should open a YouTube channel where he promotes an energy drink he intentionally poisons. Now, you're gonna want to be careful after doing this quest.
Carrying postcards around. Yes.
One of your crewmates has been replaced by an imposter.
What?
And worst of all, I am kind of into this.
Yeah,
Can you shapeshift
honestly.
yourself pregnant? So, whether you know it or not, you are
Maxor needs to meet Cha-Cha, it seems. Honestly, the shapeshifter looked hot. What the heck? Why was that so hot? Yeah, oh my gosh.
going to be playing Among Us for the next 10 hours.
Oh my
and
gosh,
honestly,
she's
playing
pretty.
as the imposter is so much more fun. Which is why, instead of stopping the killings, I decided that I was going to do them myself and eventually join the blood cult by bathing in the blood of the racist elephant to bring about a new future of crimson despair. Shapeshifters are usually multiracial, by definition. What I'm trying to say with these long anecdotes is that you never just go to the circus in this game, or God forbid, speak to a clown. Though you are watching this YouTube video, which is close.
Repost if you want to nail a porcupine to your neighbor's balls.
Give me the thug taker, dude. Shake your ass.
What?
Take your hands off it and shake that shit.
Shake your ass. I honestly. Oh.
Welcome to the first major dungeon of the game.
Oh, I remember this one.
Named Central London. And
Central?
like the actual London, it is unfortunately filled with the English. You can really tell because you can't understand anyone and the food is inedible. It is here that Baldur's Gate really shines as a game where you can do almost anything, and an unlucky developer will be forced to code it. There are 3 targets for you to kill in the Goblin Camp, or if you're bad enough, several dozen, each with their own personalities, weaknesses, and premium cheese strategies. Needless to say, this channel is not going to offer you any good advice. After all, there's a lot of guide videos for this game alongside race tier lists. So, while I'm not going to be sorting you by phenotype, what I can give you is a taste of the premium cheddar.
I won't forget.
Okay,
no,
so you're gonna want to start out by going invisible and placing a wyvern toxin into the Kool-Aid.
Okay.
Then lead a toast by declaring that we are going to drink until we die. Make sure that Asterion is the one to do it, by the way. We don't need him anymore. Heading inside, we take care of our first target by following her to a secluded location, summoning a cloud of daggers, and then initiating verbal exchange, locking her into our conversation while she is slowly stabbed to death. This isn't considered a crime, by the way, because, well,
oh my gosh,
they can just walk out. Just don't hit a piece of wood while you're doing that, because then you're not going to be killed for assault. You're going to be killed for destruction of property. The next trick we're going to do is called Minthara's Skip, because we are going to be summoning a random spectator to skip to the end of Minthara's life. Just pray to God that she doesn't go down easily, because the spectators are Finally, we have our third target, Dror Razglin, who is slightly hard to kill the conventional way.
Yeah.
So instead of that, we're going to do something significantly harder.
No, I was totally zoned out there looking at Karlach.
So
I was just seeing Karlach's shoulders and butt and thighs. I'm like, oh, this is why I work out. Karlach is the reason. Like, this is just so perfect. I'm like, girl, this is why you put on muscle. This is why bodybuilding as a woman is the best. Because Karlach, it's so good. Let me buy a stack of fire resist potions. Yes, I will. The ideal physique. Oh my gosh. And yet there's no artificer class. I wonder if there's a mod for that. Probably is, baby. If there's an artificer class mod, I might play it again. Check, there probably is. Oh, I love Karlach. 100% truth. Thank you, DM. You, once we get to ChichCon, you'll probably see my shoulders, and you'll have to rate me on a scale of Karlach out of 10, which is, wait, no, what? 10 out of Karlach? Karlach out of Karlach. How do scales work? 1 to Karlach. There we go. 1 to Karlach. There we go. I'm bad at numbers. How much car does Lumi lack? I lack it a lot. I lack car a lot. I also lack a lot of sanity. From Shadowheart to Karlach. I like Shadowheart too. I also like freaking the lizard lady, whatever her name is. Lizelle? No, wait, the one without a nose. Asterion to Karlach, exactly. There we go. There's my scale. There's my scale. Oh, there's an artificial mod. It's just gonna hit things with a hammer. Oh, don't make me think about that again. Yeah, just give someone a hammer, and that's apparently an artificer. That's what I learned. But when are you reaching for Kale from... Kale, Kefla. Oh my gosh, Kefla? Oh! Okay, no, but freaking Kale, so hot. Kefla, so freaking hot. Kefla is the best Dragon Ball character ever. I need more of her. They better bring her back all the time. She needs to become the main character. Goku, they want to retire Goku back in the Cell arc, right? So retire Goku, make Kefla the fused character into the main character of Dragon Ball. I think we all support this. We all support this. Anyways, I've just been staring at Karlach's butt for this entire thing. Nah, valid as hell. Thank you, funny guy. Mr. Funny Guy. My funny guy. Why I keep saying Mr.? I don't know, I keep doing that. Anyways.
Instead of that, we're going to do something significantly harder. I know, really original strategy hacks.
Animals are so fucking funny, they make me want.
Welcome to the Underdark, home of the spectator boss fight. Because yes, in addition to having a giant underground area filled with Interesting flora and fauna. Baldur's Gate
Yes,
3
cauliflower,
dares
who's named after cauliflower. Yes, she's named after cauliflower. And then she's friends with Kale, who is named after Kale. Very creative name. And then you get the fusion, Kefla. Kefla! Kefla is easily the hottest anime character I will ever die in this hell. My funny guy, I'll die there with you. Super cauliflower. I mean, I think Toriyama's original plan was for Gohan to take over Goku, but obviously back on that. I know, but then there's Kefla. We could just do Kefla instead. I mean, it's as creative as Vegeta. Yeah, no vegetables. Goku is much stronger than both of them. They lost to Goku. I know, but Goku's not even close to as hot as them. I don't know. I'm very interested in them. Not just an attraction. I was following Sliva there, which is maybe indicative of how attracted I am to them, but it's very much just like, I don't know. I want to see more about those two because they seem like have a fun dynamic. It's a diverse, like adding to the story. I'd love to see more of that. They should do more of that.
To ask the question of, what if people in the Underdark had a different skin color to me? And completely unrelated to that, what if there was a lot of slavery? Because it is this very slavery that we are going to take advantage of. Immediately upon entering the world's basement,
Female Broly is a
you're
good
gonna want to head
premise.
over
It
to
is.
the Mushroom Kingdom, and you're gonna get a letter telling you that the princess is now a permanent guest at one of Bowser's 7 Koopa hotels. Talking to the giant mushroom, you're gonna
Female
have to explain
Broly
to
is
him how reanimating
Android
the bodies
18 is
of dead
amazing. I love
velociraptors
Android
is
18.
technically not a war crime.
One of my favorite characters.
But what I'm going to use them for
Also Vidal.
is
I like
definitely
Vidal.
a war crime.
And
And after
Chi-Chi.
playing a game of Pokemon with the
Bulma's
corpses
good
that your
too.
enemies reanimated,
Sorry.
we steal their
Okay, so I'm getting distracted. I love all the women in Dragon Ball. I also think Goku's like one of my favorite characters too. Gohan's good too. I like Piccolo too. I don't think there's a Dragon Ball character that I absolutely hate. I can get a little bit tired of Majin Buu, especially as a side character. I was really excited when they're like gonna bring him in for like the tournament, like the tournaments and stuff like that. Freaking the tournament against Universe 7. Like, I was excited for that. I was really down for that. And then they just didn't do it. I'm like, okay, well, back to kind of being disappointed with Boo. Perfect Cell. Perfect. The female Saiyan that was part of the Bardock's squad. Yeah. Thinking of. Bulma's great. I like Bulma. Bulma's smart and awesome. I like Bulma a lot. Fasha? Fasha's great. Yeah, Fasha. She's the one from Bardock's squad. I hate Frieza sometimes, but it's like I love to hate Frieza is the way that I think about it. Because, like, yeah, I hate him, but, like, in a fun way. Do ya? Oh, Timber Lunch. Huh? Crimson? Fucking weeb. Hi, assassin. Here in non-Filian world, I can say fucking, even though Filian is unable of it. Inoperable. She cannot swear. Hi, assassin. Okay, let's get back into it. I'm getting distracted too much. Didn't Majin go into basically the afterlife just to keep bringing others up? I think so. Also, freaking speaking of Majins, Android 21. Saiyans only like strong women. That's why I'm probably a Saiyan. Yeah, you're not allowed, assassin. Only I am.
The Iron Fortress of Grimforge. This place fucking sucks dick. I'm gonna kill myself. Welcome to Grimforge, home to many different kinds of people, whether they're enslaved or enslaving. You really only have 2 options here in the Grimforge. Eavesdropping in on the local Minecraft Let's Play. We overhear rumors of an ancient and powerful explosive, which will purchase my child labor at least 30 minutes of Roblox time. And after gently ascertaining the location from their bodies, we carefully confiscate the nuclear weapon using a refined negotiation tactic where I lie to them. Now equipped with the most powerful bomb in the game, we are presented with a choice. We can either use this bomb to help the gnome slaves finally achieve their freedom, or we can use it to kill Jor Rasglin.
Oh.
So, going back to the Goblin Camp, we discover through some experimentation that Jor Rasglin doesn't actually die to the bomb that I just placed. So,
what?
Into the hole you go, I guess. And that is how you quickly and efficiently speedrun the Goblin Camp.
Oh.
Make sure to subscribe for more convenient time saves.
I will.
What are you doing?
Family Guy funny moments.
Okay, so the point I'm trying to get
I hope
across,
the Family Guy funny moments got him more engagement because I'm finding it very engaging, you know? There's also some American Dad funny moments in there. It's a good mix. We got all of those. Sorry to interrupt from Maxar video, but Badger posted. Yeah, I did know that. Secrets in it. I'm making sure to give him time to percolate. I don't like to watch people's videos as soon as they come out, just to make sure that people go to watch their video first before they come to watch mine, because this is more like, this is your second viewing, watching this a second time, enjoying it with me a second time, but you should definitely always watch the first video first, and I want to make sure there's time for that. I'm not gonna, because especially what came out 30 minutes ago, there's not been a second for anyone in my chat to really go and watch it, unless you've been ignoring me and watching Russian Badger, which I guess makes sense and is kind of based, but I don't want that. I don't want it either, okay? I would fight Lumi for Kefla and likely lose because I'm skinny as hell. I could probably throw you with one hand if I'm being honest. Enter 21 and 18 are best girls. Valid. Peter, did you save my game file? Peter. I don't. My Lois is just. I haven't actually practiced Lois, but that was an impromptu Lois. Peter.
Really badly is that this game is utterly massive, and it absolutely does not stop you from destroying it.
Oh, Shadowheart. Shadowheart, so beautiful.
Every single mistake you can possibly make is going to come up again. And most of the time, it is in the form of racial conflict. For instance, do you want to be a good Samaritan and free the Deep Gnomes from their unjust imprisonment? Well, congratulations. You just happened to free the Deep Gnome clan's Grand Wizard. Hope you're ready for a race war in 20 hours. Because if you happen to misplace a certain bomb, then he's going to happen to make Hiroshima look like a fucking joke. Personally, this kind of stuff is the funniest shit I've ever seen. Not the racism part, although that is still funny, but rather the simple joy of knowing that your save file has probably already been destroyed without you even knowing it. Since beginning the long process of making this video, I have been a multiplayer warlock named Risley Bear, alongside my friends Reese and Nomer Simpson. And after playing for approximately 10 minutes, I can confirm that my first character inadvertently killed almost everyone he spoke to, and about half the time, the reverse was true. A good example of this is the time that I just so happened to wander my character into a literal god, who then offered me a pivotal and important quest, prompting me to raise the reasonable inquiry that if she was a god, surely she would be able to kill anyone she wanted. She responded by fucking vaporizing me. Overall, this is, in every sense of the word, a role-playing game. Provided, of course, you want to roleplay as a dumbass murder goblin. Otherwise, why do you even play video games? We blow shit up in this motherfucker. Better take your sensitive ass back to LinkedIn. With scores of amazing and deep content that I unintentionally locked myself out of because we accidentally killed a man named Bingus Bungus. Ripped to a fucking real one. Strategic and complicated combat, and an entire world of possibilities and solutions, which will leave you wondering, how the fuck am I allowed to do this? Is this a glitch or intended behavior? Yes. So, while I didn't get to cover everything since I'm only human, you can trust me when I say that there is something in this game for everybody. 10 out of 10 would unleash Gnome Hitler again. For me, though, I would like to thank all of my amazing patrons using and sacrificing their funding for only the finest of video game content. As always, more deranged gacha game videos to come. I will be sure to spend all of your money very responsibly.
Do it. I trust you, man. I trust you. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's gonna get copyrighted. About Baldur's Gate 3. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna let the credits go through just so the credits get credited. Even though this is impossible to read, my eyes are literally turning this into a single bar of white lines. I don't think that there's actually any kind of information there. There we go. That was amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Maxar videos are just always like peak content. I'm so happy to watch these all the time. If you're watching this on YouTube, not you Twitch chat viewers, if you're on YouTube, I need to say goodbye. So head on over to twitch.tv/LuminusRed, drop a follow and hang out. I'd be more than happy, more than honored to have you in my Twitch chat, in my comment sections, in chat, just, you know, viewing and enjoying without doing anything. I just... Lurking is more than appreciated, and I'd be so happy to have you here with me. Until next time, my lovely Lustars. Bye.